Have you ever heard of Ozarks Futurism? It's not your typical sci-fi. Forget flying cars over generic cities. This is something deeper, more rooted in the ancient hills and hollows of the Ozark Plateau. By 2026, it's become a fascinating underground movement, a blend of art, music, and storytelling that asks, what does the future look like from right here, in one of America's oldest landscapes? Let's start with the sound. The heart of Ozarks Futurism beats through its music. A project called Zeroantartica is a great place to begin. On their bandcamp, you'll find what they call Ozark soundscapes. Imagine the chirping of crickets on a humid summer night, the rush of a spring-fed river, or the wind whistling through limestone bluffs. Now, blend that with deep, atmospheric electronic synthesizers. The result is a sound that feels both ancient and eerily futuristic, as if the hills themselves are communicating through modern technology. It captures this feeling of being in a place where time moves differently. This movement is also breathing new life into old legends. Take the Bull Shoals Boogie Man, for instance. This isn't just another campfire story about a local cryptid. It's a reimagining of Ozark folklore for the digital age, a bridge between the whispers of the past and the anxieties of our modern, hyper-connected world. It's what happens when historical ghost stories meet contemporary horror futurism. These aren't just monsters in the woods. They're symbols of how our relationship with the wild, untamed parts of the world is changing. Then you have artists who are evolving the very idea of what it means to be from the Ozarks. Someone like Hillbilly Guitard perfectly embodies this. They take traditional instruments, maybe a fiddle or a classic acoustic guitar, and bring them onto platforms like this one, YouTube, reaching a global audience. They're not just playing old tunes. They're using traditional Ozark culture as an interface with the digital world, proving that hillbilly isn't a static stereotype but a living, evolving identity. It's about taking pride in your roots while firmly planting yourself in the 21st century. One of the most captivating narrative projects to come out of this is called The Night the Ozarks Learned to Hum. It has a series of stories and videos that explore a fictional event, a moment when the very vibration of the land changed. The story often connects this tuning of the hills to the historical arrival of electricity, or early radio waves in isolated mountain communities. Think about it. For people who had only ever known the natural sounds of the forest, the sudden introduction of an electrical hum or a voice from a box would have felt truly alien, almost supernatural. This project frames that real historical shift as a speculative, sci-fi event, blurring the lines between history, folklore, and technology. So, what are the core ideas holding all this together? First, there's the concept of technological ruin and renewal. Ozarks Futurism looks at the abandoned mining towns scattered throughout the region, like Rush, Arkansas, and sees more than just decay. It sees the foundation for a new, post-industrial future. These aren't just ghost towns. They're potential sites for a new kind of civilization, one built on the bones of the old. Second is hyper-regionalism. This is a powerful rejection of generic science fiction. The stories and sounds of Ozarks Futurism could not exist anywhere else. They are born from the limestone caves, the winding rivers, and the dense forests of this specific place. It's sci-fi that smells like cedar and wet earth. Finally, there's what you could call folklore 2.0. Instead of letting oral traditions fade away, this movement uses digital tools to preserve and reinterpret them for a new generation. Projects like the Songs of the Ozarks series, which feature local experts like Jeff Michelle and Hawken Boldman, are perfect examples. They're using modern media to ensure that the stories, songs, and wisdom of the Ozarks don't just survive, but thrive and evolve. Ozarks Futurism is a powerful reminder that the future isn't just one single story told from a handful of major cities. It's a million different stories, sprouting up from unique places all over the world. It's about looking at your own backyard and finding the seeds of tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into unique cultural movements. See you next time.